Hey, Johnny, Hardbodiez Gym. Today, I'm lifting with somebody that you might think is my twin brother, but he's actually not. We look the same, we definitely don't lift the same. This guy has won the Arnold for powerlifting, his first bodybuilding show, and he's gonna teach me a thing or two about adding mass. Before we start lifting, I gotta get changed, because I'm not lifting in my fancy clothes. But while I do that, you hit the like, subscribe button, and comment, tell me who you want on the channel, because we're lining them up. This is gonna be epic. Now, I told you I wasn't gonna lift in my fancy clothes, but this hoodie is so comfortable. Oh, by the way, this is Austin. Like I said, we look the exact same. Same size, we lift the same amount. That's a lie, but what's up?
How are you?
Tell them who you are.
So my name's Austin, former powerlifter, moving to the world of bodybuilding now, and I like to pick my heavy stuff.
Dude picks up heavy things. Before we get started, what's your total between squat, bench, and deadlift, all-time best?
My all-time best.
Hold on, wait.
Okay.
To put this in perspective, my all-time best is like less than 1,300 pounds between squat, bench, and deadlift. And I tend to do pretty dang good. Hugh Jackman, for instance, Hollywood made a big deal about how strong he was. He had 1,000 pound total. That's Wolverine. Now,
My best total, 1975 raw.
1,975 pounds. That's one squat, one bench press, and one deadlift. How much you bench? All right, dude, first question. If you could fix any body part whatsoever, make it bigger, stronger, more aesthetic, what would you pick? We're gonna say it on 3, and that's what we're lifting, okay? 1, 2, 3, chest. Ooh, booby day. We are going to go Dolly Parton on y'all. The fancy hoodie's coming off. It's time to do work, boys and girls. You gotta take them off with authority.
Where's your breakaway pants?
Yes, this is my gym, but we are doing your workout. Do you see how big this man is? We are the same height, but he just looks so much bigger. Okay, I'm like 5'7". How much do you weigh?
Right now, 245.
245. I'm like 170 right now. Now, when you go on stage for bodybuilding, what's your weight class limit?
So my classic physique weight class limit based off my height is 270. So I got about 28 pounds to lose. So
Now, how quick do you lose that? Because you're what, 9 weeks out?
about 9 weeks out right now. 3 pounds a week.
3 pounds a week. Ozempic, right?
Yeah,
You're just
Ozempic.
gonna inject
Yep.
and it's all
Just, a lot of that and a lot of hopes and prayers too.
hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams. Just keep, but yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite chest exercise? What are we doing?
We're gonna do a slight incline dumbbell press to start here. Studies have shown that slight incline is one of the best ways to hit the pec.
Slight incline, bigger boobies.
Exactly.
Easy.
Double Ds.
It's bro science. Slight incline. So generally when we're starting, we're doing like a warm-up weight, and the idea is just to drive blood into the muscles, prevent injury. You don't really have to stretch as much as you think, because if you think about it, you're stretching the muscle. That's the same as breaking down the muscle. It's actually not as good for your body as you think. To quote, what's that movie? You ever see a lion stretch before he takes down a gazelle? What movie is that?
I don't know.
Gosh, I can't think of it. Zombieland. It's Zombieland.
Zombieland, okay, yeah.
Dude, and if Zombieland taught me anything, snowballs are terrible, Twinkies are amazing.
And Emma Stone is very attractive.
Yeah, dude.
I learned that too in that movie.
Yeah, that was like the first movie where I
Yeah.
thought like, okay, you got a little emo thing going. But
Well, that was my generation. I grew up with that.
yeah, dude, me too. I remember going to see Zombieland like in theaters and just coming away thinking, what on earth am I watching? And halfway through, I was just happy.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It was a good movie. All right.
You can go
That's
ahead.
your warm up?
Yeah, we're gonna start the hundreds for warm up. The heaviest dumbbells we have here are 140s. So I'll go hundreds for a few, 120s, and 140s.
Just so you know, I'm warming up with 40s, which is smaller. We're just gonna say smaller.
It's about the same.
It's the same.
We don't talk, better know the grind gon' match my walk. I'm a cheat code, I don't take no loss. Making no sense, run up the scope, cause all I do is win. And I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's.
I actually hardly ever do slight incline dumbbell bench.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
This is new for me, and this is good.
I like really feeling that deep stretch.
Yeah.
Making the internal head of the dumbbell almost touch your biceps
Yes.
or your shoulder there.
And people forget that you actually need to like stretch the muscle Everybody thinks, oh, the harder I can push it up, the better I'm gonna build muscle.
Right.
But that's only if you're chasing numbers, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like you actually want to have that negative stretch.
And that's a big thing. I think a lot of beginners and intermediate lifters, they're so focused on weight and reps. If I can do more reps
Weight
this
and
way,
reps, yeah.
that means I'm getting stronger. It's like, well, not so much here. It depends on the cadence of your reps. Depends on how far you go down.
Yeah.
Do you stretch? Are you hitting that muscle effectively? My goal as a bodybuilder is to put every ounce of energy to lift this weight on directly to the part that I want to work. So in this case, my chest or my upper back right now.
So you're not taking over with your shoulders. You're not taking over with your triceps. You're not like humping the weight into the air.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
All right, so you do your set and I'll take mine.
Yeah, let me just get that other 140 for you.
This is the worst part, moving these dumbbells.
Goodness gracious. Got it. Holy smokes. I'll just do 70s. I probably should go heavier. We just did chest day a couple days ago and I'm still a little tender.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good, there. Nice. My turn.
Your turn.
One of the things I'm always like thinking about in the back of my head is you always make a decision about who you want to be. I used to think that we go through tough things, we push ourselves through tough things to find out who we are.
Right.
And it's not so much the case. I think it's more so we decide who we are. And it's a decision at the end of the day. Everything you do in life either takes you closer to the person you want to be or further away. If you want to be a better husband, better professional, better powerlifter, bodybuilder, you decide right here. And everything. Is that shirt you're wearing taking you closer? No? Cool, go change it. Is it making you a better person? Is it putting you on the right mindset? And people think that means working hard 24/7. That's not the case. There's an ebb and flow to everything. You need rest.
Yeah, it's not like you're always hitting the gas, but if you make better decisions,
Exactly.
the destination, regardless how fast you're going there, you're getting to a better place, right?
Like Khabib talked about too. He's like, when it's time to work, you work. When it's time to rest, you rest.
Yeah.
And like, instead of messing around your phone all day or doing whatever, that's not going to make you a better person or the person that you want to be. You rest, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with resting. But everything you do has deliberate action to take you on the right path there.
Right. There's a famous saying that's like, if you want to be successful, start by making your bed.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, dude, just start with a win.
You start.
And sometimes I feel bad for some people in the gym when they first start out. All I want them to have is a good experience.
Right.
Because one win leads to another win.
Yes. Snowballs.
And if you start killing it in the gym, all of a sudden your confidence is a little bit higher.
Exactly.
And then if your confidence is a little higher, you do better at work. You get that promotion. You get the girl.
Right. Yep.
And then all of a sudden you're,
Yeah.
Austin.
Not quite.
Dude, let's go. Timber.
Woo!
Feel that? Floor.
All decision, man.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
your reps. What are you gonna do? You gonna take it easy? You're gonna push it a little further.
Yeah. You're definitely like not the standard human being. I mean,
No. I try my best to don't think like the average person, don't walk like the average person, don't act like the average person.
Yeah.
Because some people are okay with that, I'm not,
And because of that, you've pretty much accomplished everything you could in the powerlifting world.
A few things I didn't do.
Competed at the highest levels. Well, there's a few things you didn't do, but
Yeah.
you've competed at the highest levels. How many comps have you done?
Oh, I mean, probably over 20, 25, something like that.
Yeah, see, I've done like 6 or 7.
Yep.
And you've done 3 times that. And I've been doing them since I was in my mid 30s, early 30s. And now I'm 40.
Yeah.
You probably started pretty young, though.
I think I did my first one, I was like 19, 20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many more of these do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna do one more set here.
Yeah. So I'm going to go for as many reps as possible. These are 75 slide incline. My guess is I can probably do...
Go for 12.
No, I'm going to try 20.
20? Okay,
Like, I'm going
cool.
to shoot for 20.
Yeah.
Now, you don't want to sit around for this whole thing. I'll just tell you if I did it or not. And we're back, and I surprisingly did 50.
50.
That's not true. I still have to do them.
6, 8, 9, 16. Come on. Come on. Let's go. 25. Come on. 22. 23. Come on. Jump. Good though.
Like I said, 50.
That was very good.
Dude, it just hit me. I was like, I can do 25.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, 22 and a half knocked on my door and said, not today.
But that's the thing. Some people do a set like that and they go, man, I didn't hit 25, so I'm a failure. It's like, no. You went past 20 that you thought you couldn't do before.
Yeah.
So it's so much more important. So here's a perfect example. You asked me earlier about stuff that I've accomplished, stuff that I didn't accomplish.
Yeah.
I really want to hit 2,000. 2,000 wall total is my number right there.
Dude, you can have 25 of my pounds.
True. But it's kind of like, yeah, I didn't hit that, but I did a lot more than I would have if I never set that goal of 2,000 there.
True.
So it's like, you got to look at where you started and where you come to.
Dude, crazy. Your former self at 19.
You wouldn't even recognize me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recognize. And that's the thing about consistency. It's 1% better every day. That's something you touched on.
Austin at 19 looked like a little baby. Looked like me.
No beard, nothing.
Let's go. Like these weights. Plate loaded pec fly machine. I actually call this the augmentator. Augmented, you know.
Augmentator?
Augmentator.
Augmentator, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't buy a chest like this thing can create. What do you call it?
I call it the cleavage creator 9000 because as you squeeze, you make that cleavage. You want to get
you
close
have
on that?
You have a real reason for calling it. Jeez. All right, let's do this. You want to go 25s?
Yeah, it's cool to me.
Kind of seem disappointed. Oh, sure. While I'm doing this, Austin, what is your favorite video game from your youth? Like your first formative memory around a video game?
I would have to say Legend of Zelda on Ocarina of Time. I played that so much as a kid. It was just such a good game for its time. And it's funny now because now I work in software programming. And looking back, those engineers back in the day were so good at what they did. In fact, they were able to pull that off. It was just unreal. And the storyline, it was such a cool game back in the day. So that's mine.
I'm at like 500 reps.
What about you? What's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game for me, I remember spending an entire year crushing Gran Turismo.
Okay.
On the PlayStation. And it's, to this day, the reason why I love cars as much as I do now. I would compare cars in real life to Gran Turismo. When somebody would tell me, oh, I've got a 1997 Acura NSX, I would say, oh, those are a little, like I learned on the video game. Those have a slight amount of oversteer, is that right? And they're like, who is this kid?
You're like 15?
Yeah. I think I was in 8th grade, and I was so angry because you couldn't drive every track until you got the license.
Yeah, you had to.
So you'd have to get your B license,
Yep.
and then your A, then your sport license.
Unlocked like characters and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, old
It
school.
was so fun.
Now you just have to pay for them.
Now you have to pay
Yeah,
for it.
yep.
The funny thing is now it's like Forza. And I remember before I got my NSX, I built a red NSX with gold wheels, and that's the exact
That's the one you
same
got.
car
Yeah.
that I'm driving now.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, yeah, I just worked really hard and bought it. It's like I manifested it.
It's the truth right there.
Whew. All right, if we could get one person on the channel to do a lift with, who would it be?
Ooh, alive or dead?
No, somebody, he's putting 45s on.
I was trying to be discreet about it. I was trying to get your
Trying to be
question.
discreet. Yeah, who would it be?
Tom Platz.
Tom Platz.
So there's always guys in the lifting world who are very genetically gifted.
Yeah.
But Tom Platz, the thing I liked and the thing I admired about him so much was just his dedication, his hard work, his intensity.
Intense.
Nothing can ever replace that. And that should be the standard of how hard you should train at the gym.
Yep.
I know. Technically, like scientifically speaking, maybe not that hard. But I think a lot of people just take it way too easy and want results.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you got to be able to train that hard.
Well, it's funny because everybody says, oh, like rest days and all these different things are scientifically beneficial. You know what's scientifically beneficial?
Working hard.
Just working your butt off. There's like no substitute for it. So Tom Platz, if you're watching this, you're welcome to come to Bluffdale, Utah. We got a really cool gym. You can stay at my house. My kids will drive you nuts. Got a spare bedroom. I'll let you drive my NSX. Come on down.
Johnny, what's your number one cheat meal?
Ooh, number one cheat meal. This isn't very cheaty, but my number one cheat meal is like, I like a nice steak. Nice, big, heavy, greasy steak and French fries, because they're so good. You might not know who Juan is, but he's the guy filming. And I just heard him mutter under his breath, I didn't know steak was a cheat meal. It's not. I'm just hungry, and steak sounded really good. My number one cheat meal is still steak. I love it. There's nothing better. But ice cream, pie, cookies, pizza, lasagna, all Mexican food. The only one I'm really not too keen on is like, you know, Thai food. Watery soup, you know? Ugh.
So if you could choose
Yeah.
to have a year-round six-pack or a 700-pound deadlift, what would you choose?
700-pound deadlift any day of the
Really?
week.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, six packs are for children.
Fair.
Although this bracelet right here, people ask me about this all the time. I told my wife I would get her a six pack and I would not take this bracelet
I
off
like that. That's good.
until I was just chiseled out.
So what's that? It's like a promise ring, but what do we call that?
It's like a man promise ring.
Man,
It's like a promise to yourself ring. I'm gonna sell these, by the way.
I like it.
So, all right, Austin,
What I say here?
what are we doing?
Getting on boulder shoulders. Come on.
Getting those boulders.
Feels good. Good. Keep it going. Yep. Crank them out. Good. Deep stretch. Deep stretch. Yep. Come on. Good. Keep going. Good. Come on. Good. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Good.
Oddly enough, I only got I got 23 of those, the same as that other lift. I think I have a mental break or like block with 23.
23, man.
Just doing a little burnout. Just a couple sets, good reps, putting in the work, full hearts, big muscles, hard bodies.
Who's been your number one or like top three inspirations?
Top 3 inspirations. Okay, you lift, I'll talk.
Let's hear.
That's what I'm good at.
Obviously, you've done a lot between starting a gym and all the business that you run, and just you as a person. Give me 3 people that you're like. These guys kind of look up to.
I was really inspired when I was young by Bruce Lee.
Oh, I like Bruce Lee.
I looked at this guy because like, you look back at his physique and he's shredded. He wasn't big, but his work ethic to me as a kid was just super, super inspiring. Number 2, I would say my grandpa, Bill Nelson. He, World War II, was supposed to be in D-Day. They found out he could type. So he was like really good at typing on a typewriter. And so they stuck him in the Army Intelligence, and that saved him from going to D-Day, but he ended up having like a really prolific career in the military. But even when he was in the military, he worked other jobs. Wow. And he never had less than 3 jobs from what I know. And just watching him, he put all of my aunts through college and never, like he wore the same pair of pants for like 20 years, but everybody around him felt taken care of and wealthy, and he never spared expenses on us. Like he took me out of school one time to go to the zoo, but he just saw the value in like one-on-one connection with people. And I think that's one of the most inspiring things. So every person that I know, whether it's on a superficial level or on a deep level, like you and I have a good relationship, but I always try and have more than a superficial conversation with everybody that I meet.
Of course, yeah.
I want to get to know people, but bigger than that, I want them to know that like I'm the guy they can come talk to.
Yes, yeah. I care. Yeah,
I care. Because, dude, so many people these days, they don't care.
Nobody cares, yeah.
They're just waiting for their turn to talk.
Exactly.
And I genuinely find great value in people, and that's part of the reason why I was just so stoked to start this channel.
Yeah.
I have a hard time, just so you know, having a channel, working out when I still feel like you're not big enough, you're not strong enough, you're not, you know what I mean? We all just kind of, I don't know when that goes away.
It never does, never. And I think that there's something to be said in a good way about that, is that you always striving towards a goal.
Yeah.
But the flip side is that you're never quite there, but that's okay, you know?
Yeah, that destination is always just.
Yes.
At the same time, that can burn you out.
Oh yeah.
So I try and reward myself. If I'm like, if I do this, I get this.
Right.
Like my reward for myself when I got the gym opened, as soon as I had enough money where all the bills were paid, I found a car that the gym could pay for. So the NSX is paid for by the gym. And that's my reward for like when I don't want to do it, like the days I don't want to take out the trash. I don't want to come at 10:30 at night and like help somebody in the building or whatever. I just look in the garage and I'm like, you know, you have low IQ but a cool car, so get to work.
Now, does that ever work against you? Are you ever like, you see that car and you're like, it's not worth it anymore to me?
It's just a car, honestly.
Yeah.
I could care less.
Okay, yeah.
More than anything, like, I don't care about stuff.
Right, stuff is just, who cares?
It's just stuff.
It's the thing, at the end of the day, it's all you got is the experiences you have.
People.
Yeah, people, the experiences, the relationships you have. Money will come and go, man. Time, your experiences, and the effect you have on other people, that's forever.
Because I really think that there is a next life.
Yeah.
And maybe in the next life, we're all just going to be hanging out.
Yeah.
And we're going to be buddies.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do, but I know that the people that we're connected with, we're going to want to see again.
Yes, yep.
And so I'm like, dude, may as well just have a bunch of homies.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it timeless. Never let it fade. Make it timeless. Never let it fade.
Yep. Keep going. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Good. Good. That's a good one right there.
I did it. Let's go.
Make it timeless. Never let it fade.
That, boys and girls,
Make it
is Austin
timeless.
Patkos, and that's the difference between mediocre and a dude who's won the Arnold, who's at the we didn't talk about it, but he's at the forefront of crypto, pretty high up in a startup that's doing some amazing things with crypto. Maybe the next time he's on the channel, you'll see that. But I guarantee you, I will put my claim on it. Homeboy's gonna win his bodybuilding show here in a couple months. Thank you for coming. Like, subscribe, do your thing. Everybody's life goes through a gym at some point. Spend a little bit of time with us, learn something, be inspired. See you next time.